Log into AWS Management Console, click on EC2 Service, click on Running Instances, select the instance in running state, click on Actions, click on Connect. It will show you the connection methods made available to access this EC2 instance. Follow the steps to know how to log into these EC2 instances if we are using various SSH clients. We are already familiar how to access the EC2 instance using the PuTTY client. Click on Close. When you are logging into these EC2 instances from your PuTTY client, this is called as a remote login. We cannot log into the servers from console. However, if you are not able to log into the EC2 instances from PuTTY using the network, it is also possible to see the server status from the console screen. To see the console screen, select the server, click on Actions, go to Instance Settings, and click on Get Instance Screenshot. It will show you the status of your EC2 instance from the console. Sometimes if there are some memory issues or any kernel related issues, if the server gets stuck, if it is not made available over the network, you can see those errors in this particular screenshot. We cannot log into the console, but you can see the screenshot of the current state of your EC2 instance. This is required for any troubleshooting activities of your EC2 if it is not able to access from the remote. Click on Close, go to Actions, Instance Settings, Get System Log. It is also possible to see the system logs which are generated at the time of booting the EC2 instance. If there are any issues at the time of booting or running any scripts at the time of booting page, you can see those errors from this particular system log. This is also required for any troubleshooting activities for any booting related issues. Click on Close. When you have created a EC2 instance in the specified subnet, AWS will automatically allocate a private IP in the subnet range. However, it is also possible to create a custom private IP for your EC2 instances. Hence, go to Actions, Networking, click on Manage IP Addresses, click on Assign New IP, and you can type the new IP address as 192.168.1.53. Click on Yes Update and click on Close. Now you can see that there is a secondary private IPs which is mentioned here. That means this EC2 instance can be made available using both IPs 1.52 as well as 1.53. From OS perspective, these IP addresses can be configured on any one of the available network interfaces. Since this is a virtual server created on the AWS cloud, AWS will also create a virtual network interface, and the network interface will be get attached to your instance in the backend. We can see the network interfaces which are currently associated for this EC2 instance. We can see the network interface ID as well. When you click on this network interface ID, it will redirect it to the network interfaces dashboard, and you can see that there is one network interface already created for this EC2 instance. And can see the metadata here that the network interface has a primary private IP which is 1.52 and the secondary private IP which is 1.53 and the public IP as well. These are the IPs which are configured for your EC2 instance. It is also possible to create a custom network interface and attach to your EC2 instance for various business reasons. To have your own custom network interface, click on Create Network Interface, give the description, then you need to select the subnet, in which subnet the network interface has to be created. From the drop down, go ahead and select the subnet. Then it is also possible to have a custom IP address assigned for your new network interface. If you choose auto assign, AWS will automatically assign one IP address from the subnet which you have selected. It is must that we need to associate a security group to the virtual network interface, which will be taking the decision whether the traffic should be allowed or not based on the inbound and outbound rules created for your security groups. Then click on Create. Clear the filter, refresh. Now you can see that there is one more network interface which got created in the specified subnet. Then go back to the EC2 dashboard, click on Running Instances, select the instance. Currently, this instance has got only one network interface. To add one more custom network interface, go to Actions, click on Networking, click on Attach Network Interface, select the network interface from the drop-down and click on Attach. Now you can see that the EC2 instance is now attached with one more network interface, and we can see that there are two private IPs which are currently configured. One private IP of network interface 1 and one private IP of network interface 2, which is associated for your EC2 instances. This is explaining how to configure a custom network interfaces for your EC2 instances for various business reasons, and how to troubleshoot the EC2 instances if the instance is not getting logged in from the remote. If there are some issues, you can have look at the system log and the console screenshot to get to know what is the current state of your EC2 instance. That's it for this lecture. We'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.